All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Salutations to you brothers out there kicking this truth and sincerity. Shalom. I found this little article on RT News about how pretty much the Syrian government's coming against the UN investigation, saying that it had no reason to go with a chemical attack because they was already making progress. So with that, I'm going to get straight into it. The Syrian government didn't have a motive to direct a chemical attack on Kaya Sakun at the time. It was already making major advances in various parts of the country, says Jamal Wakim, a professor at the Lebanese University of Beirut. I'm going to jump down a little bit. The report was conducted by the Joint Investigations Missions, which says it is confident that the Syrian Arab Republic is responsible for the release of sarin at Kaya Shakun, and AFP reported. After the incident, the U.S. launched 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles from the Mediterranean Sea at the Syrian government's Sharat Air Base. The strike was ordered by U.S. President Donald Trump as a retaliatory response to the Khan Sakakun chemical attack. And Salakia for butchering it, but you brothers get the point. But yeah, man, number one, we know this is BS because here it is. You got all these problems here in America with Jake getting shot down and everything else like that. You know what I'm saying? All the injustices that go on here, but you worried about if the Syrian government fucking used the chemical attack on its own people. Who cares, man? Who are you? And pretty much the evidence that they got against the Syrian government is they don't have any evidence. Salakia. They don't even have any evidence. It's all word of mouth. I'm gonna play some of the video and then I'm gonna get into the scriptures.
Hello again. Now, the UN Chemical Weapons Watchdog has reaffirmed its claim that Syria is to blame for a deadly incident in April in an internal report. More than 80 people were killed on the 4th of April in what's thought to have been a sarin gas attack on the rebel-held town of Khan Shakun in northwestern Syria. The government was widely blamed, even though no evidence was found to back that up. Well, the UN...
Keyword, no evidence was found to back it up. Right, I'm gonna let the video continue a little bit more.
Chemical Weapons Watchdog did assign a special panel to investigate, but none of the experts visited the site, and their conclusions were based on witness testimony and items tested by a third party. The incident saw the US...
Yeah, so that was pretty much it on that. Pretty much they don't have any evidence. It was pretty much you attack without any evidence. So I'm just gonna get straight into the scriptures, man. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey depart not. You just heard another one of the lies. Assad did a chemical attack on his own people. Esau just lines right up with the scriptures, man. The noise of the whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both bright swords and with glittering spear, and there is a multitude slain, and a great number of carcasses. There is none that in their corpses they stumble upon their corpses. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, which is America, man. America is, well, it was once well-favored, but now, because 40 years ago, nobody would have said anything if America came out with a claim against something. 9/11, everybody know 9/11 BS, but what country gonna say something against it? Nobody. Now you see these countries standing up and saying, "Hey, man, we calling you on your bullshit." I'm gonna start it back from the top. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth the nations through her whoredoms, and the families through her witchcrafts. Right. And some of those ways to sell the nations is, man, with these wars, man, these proxy wars, overthrowing the government to put puppets in, things of that nature, man. And when it's talking about the families through the witchcraft, that's going into the nations, but it's also talking about here in America, how it gets you with that media, the propaganda that they constantly push. And let me just keep going. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Right, man. Right now, America is being exposed, bro. Like, America's really being exposed for just the lying sack of turd that it is, man. That ought to be destroyed, man. You know? And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thou vile, and will set thee as a glazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all that look upon thee shall flee from thee, shall. That's it on that. Let me go to the next precept. Isaiah 14. And it shall come to, let me make sure. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, which is talking about the children of Israel, from thy fear and from thy hard bondage, where thou hast made to serve, that thou shalt go up a proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? Right, man, because Esau don't stop, man. Esau, if allowed to continue, Esau would keep this shit going forever. These fake ass wars to get his way, to get who he wants in the power. And he would just never stop, man. He would never stop until he has his foot on the neck of the whole world, man. And which in turn would destroy the whole world. And we keep going. Verse 5. And the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers, who smote the people in a wrath with a continual stroke. Right, man. Esau don't stop. He don't stop, man. He keeps his foot on the gas. He doesn't know how to slow down, man. He doesn't know how to stop. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth him. Like, nobody's doing anything to Esau. You know, these nations, they come over here, they serve him, man. They treat him like gods. Hell, they worship him. And he continually rules the nation with a continual stroke, man. Destroying other nations, spreading his propaganda and his philosophies, which in turn destroys the nations also. Let me get another scripture. Yeah, Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. So like, I'm gonna read that again. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Right, man. You got these feeble nations like North Korea talking straight shit to America, man. Like, y'all, like, you don't want it, man. You know? And damn, North Korea is damn near a third world country. That just goes to show you, man. America's losing power, and it's losing its influence over these other nations, man. It really got all these nations pissed off. Like the Lord say, man, he gonna make America, aka Babylon, vile into the other nations, man. You know? I got one more precept for that. What's that? Alright, right back at it. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that have made all of the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right, man, you seeing that right now today, man, with all these nations talking shit on America. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm to her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us all, every one, go into his own country. Right, man. You got these foreigners like it was a video on World Star with the Arab dude. As soon as Donald Trump became president, just cussing Esau the fuck out, man. You know, hey, these nations getting real sick of this place, man. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. And that was it. The Lord have brought forth righteousness. Come, let us declare Zion the work of the Lord our God. Hey, this is all the work of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, this is Lord's will, bro. So, and pretty much Esau can't do shit about it, man. That's why his kingdom's crumbling down around him. He got weaker nations rising up against him. And he's losing influence over everything, man. You know, and it's beautiful to see. And with that, I mean, I hope it was edifying. And I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And that was it. Shalom.